Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this is my update for the second week of Camp NaNoWriMo July 2021 edition. 2021 still does not feel like a real year. Is anyone with me on that one? Once again, I'm in my bedroom on the floor because the house has been completely flipped upside down, because as I said last week, we had a carpet moth infestation, which was freaking fantastic, especially when the baby is on her tummy more, trying to do more, obviously, tummy time and scooting and getting the basics of almost crawling, but not quite. So, yeah, naturally we needed to get that sorted pretty damn quickly, so Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday was taken up by moving the entire house around while they redid all of the carpets. We've got new carpets now. It's a rented place, so we didn't get to choose the carpets, so I'm not particularly happy with them, but you know, it's what it is, and it's a different material that moths can't eat, so you know, it's going to be good all around, and we're not planning on staying in this house for more than a year, so we're just dealing. It's an issue solved, even though it was a lot of time taken up away from writing. And don't get me wrong, Tom, my husband Tom, has been amazing and taking the baby out for walks around all of us, moving stuff around so that I can have more writing time, and that's really been helping. Because honestly, I had another mini, not breakdown of sorts, but mini panic, I guess, where I was just feeling, I'm not going to hit this target. Why did I even think that I could hit a target? We have a new baby, and you didn't do April Camp NaNoWriMo because you had a baby, and what makes you think that now she's a little bit older that you can do any writing? How dare you do a target? How dare you even attempt this? And just on top of that, so as well as the imposter syndrome and the inner bully, there was also the mum guilt of, why are you writing? Why are you letting your husband have the child when it's your child? So obviously it's his child too, but it's just that mum guilt of, well, it's not even mum guilt, it's parental guilt. All parents feel this, whether it's mum, dad, or non-binary parent of some kind. You feel guilty whenever you want to do something for yourself. Like, Tom feels guilty when he wants to go for a run or play some video games. I feel guilty when I want to sit down and write, or just, you know, go to the supermarket by myself. You can't help but feel this guilt, and as well as moving the house around for the carpets, I have been feeling a lot of mum guilt and imposter syndrome lately. I also told a complete friggin' lie last week when I said, oh, I took 1 week to focus on one story, I'm going to take the second week to focus on the other story that I'm working on. That was a complete lie, because I have continued with the Sia series, which is the sister series to the branded series. Once again, the word series is not sounding like a real word, but I have continued with that one, and it's not that I'm ignoring the other story or that I suddenly don't want to make it a multiple project thing. I still do. I just got into a bit of a flow with this one, and I'm still really enjoying feeling out the characters. There are a few things that I already want to change with them, and that is going to mean going back and rewriting a few of the first chapters, which, you know, the editing process I was going to get around to doing anyway, but it's sort of playing on my mind because I'm jigsaw writing rather than trying, well, I'm still trying to write continuously, but it still ends up being majority jigsaw writing of random scenes from different times during the story, because that is just the level of focus my brain is capable of at the moment, being divided into so many different pieces. But I am still enjoying this story. I am still enjoying discovering these characters. Like I said, there's a few things I need to change, but I'm trying not to edit as I go, otherwise I will just end up in a massive loop, and I've been there before. But I do still really want to focus on the other story as well, so I am actually going to try and write more of the other project that I was working on, even if it is just jigsaw nonsense and trying to figure some plot points out. I'm really enjoying the project, so I feel guilty that I haven't been able to write more, but at the same time I'm feeling guilty for the time that I have been able to do some writing, because baby. And also my brain has been a bit scattered lately because my gran, my nan passed away a few years ago, and that was my mum's mum, and I was incredibly close with her. And then last week my gran, well, my nan again, so my dad's mum, she passed away last week, and her funeral is on Monday. So I was saying, growing up I was close with her. As I got older, things on my dad, I was saying, I never really lived with my dad, so that side of the family became much more distant, but we still talked a lot on Facebook even though we didn't see each other a lot. And the last time I saw her in person was my wedding, which was coming up to like 2 years ago now. So she's seen pictures of my baby, but she never got to meet her. And yeah, so my brain's been a bit scattered there as well. So her funeral's Monday, and it's just a lot of anxiety thinking that I'm suddenly going to see a lot of this side of the family that I haven't seen in years. And it's bringing up a lot of memories from my nan's funeral a few years ago as well. So my brain's been a bit there as well. But things have really been against me this month, just mentally. But these things do happen, and they're horrible, and it's no one's fault, it's just the way things are. And this isn't me looking for sympathy or trying to be like, oh, I can't write because I have to go to a funeral or anything like that. It's just, I'm just trying to mostly talk out loud to myself, to reassure myself of there are reasons why you haven't been able to write as much. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Family is trying to be there for you. Let it happen. Yeah, Monday's going to be a weird day with the funeral, and I'm kind of nervous about it because funeral is the idea of a funeral is bringing up a lot of weird memories for me, and I don't really know how to deal with them. And also dealing with the fact that now she's gone and she's never going to meet her great-grandchild. It's a lot. It is a lot. But, you know, family. I'm going to see family, and I try to focus on that. And I might actually take Monday off from writing just to fully process it all, but we'll see. I might need a distraction. I might want a distraction. But then again, I'm feeling guilty because, hey, isn't a baby enough of a distraction? Yes, it is, but I love my girl. I really do. She is the light of my life with that little smile of hers now. So I went on such a tangent with this. I've mostly just been like, oh yeah, I haven't been writing as much as I want because this, and then it went on such a downer. I'm so sorry. Yeah, my plan for this week, apart from Monday, is to fully throw myself into the other projects. I still can't remember the name of what my code name for it, whether it was Project Ink or Ink Stained or something like that. But it's a very meta story. It's very self-aware. Like half of the characters know their characters, so that kind of plays into a bit of a comedic theme. But then I'm also planning a series with it, and it's going to get a little bit dark in some parts, she says, hopefully, but you know, we'll see how that one goes. I'm really looking forward to it, and I just want to really throw myself into it as much as I'm able to. Yeah. This has been a really weird month, and we're just past the halfway point, and my brain does not know how to cope with it all. God, I can already picture I'm going to be having such a big Nano hangover by the end of this, and I have not even had a bigger target as I normally have. That's another thing. Trying to accept the fact that before, when I was doing 50,000 words, 70,000 words, 80,000 word targets, and now I've lowered it down so much to 30,000, and I'm still struggling, and I feel like, oh, you compensated for all the other things going on in your life, and you more than halved usual target and you're still failing, what is wrong with you? And it's that internal bully and imposter syndrome that I'm really struggling with. But I'm still enjoying the projects, that's the thing. I am feeling so drained and tired, but I love these projects so much, but I just don't have as much time for them as I normally do, and it's like my brain is being split so much. And sorry, this is going off on a tangent again. Have any parents out there noticed that even when you're not holding your baby, you still find yourself swaying? It's like they've just trained you to constantly be swaying in case you're holding them, but there is no baby, but you're still swaying. Yeah, the long and short of it is I have still not been able to do as much writing as I've wanted to, or that I've been able to do in the past. A lot has been going on this month, and I can see that a lot of things are going to continue to be happening this month that I don't have control over, and I just need to fully accept that at the end of the day, I am being honest with myself. I am starting to understand the reasons why I'm not able to write as much. I'm processing it. I'm slowly coming to a level of acceptance where, even though I've lowered my targets, things still need adjusting. And that's just life in general. Things are going to happen where you're going to need to adjust constantly, and that's okay. Things happen, and you just have to roll with it. So, plans for this week. Focusing on the other story, taking Monday off, hopefully, maybe, we'll see what my brain is capable of that day, and yeah, just take one day at a time and understand that it's going to be okay. And I've just noticed that I'm swaying again. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. This was just another recap, another vlog of sorts. I still feel, again, a level of guilt that I'm not able to record every single day like I have done previously. But my time is just spread way too thinly at the moment, and I don't have time to focus on big level editing right now for videos or writing, so yay. But yeah, how are your projects going? How are you getting on with this Camp NaNoWriMo? Are you doing well? Are you not doing as well as you thought? Do you have similar levels to me where you try to compensate for, you know, a lower target, but then other things are happening anyway? Or are you just being a complete powerhouse and have already smashed your targets? I really want to know. And yeah, things are going to get better, and things haven't been bad. That's the thing, things have not been bad at all. They just have been very scattered, and my brain can't link them as much as I want it to. But it's going to get better. It is going to get better, and I still have full faith that I'm going to at least reach the target, if not, I'm not going to smash it, but I'm definitely going to reach the target at least, so we can have that level of positivity to hold on to. I can't speak. But yes, I hope you're doing well, I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, my scribblers.